Rajnagar today has just a few families left. The area saw some of the worst cases of mob violence and killings that followed Indira Gandhi's assassination. Several commissions highlighted the violence, but it was only in 2005, after the CBI took over, that it found enough evidence to charge the then Congress Member of Parliament Sajjan Kumar and 5 others with murder and dacoity. The case is now in its final stages, but there are startling revelations on glaring lapses in investigations. The investigating officer Kumar Vashisht never visited the area or recorded statements of the witnesses. During the entire period of my investigation, I never visited Rajnagar. Accordingly, since I never visited that area, I did not record any statement of any witness. Well, here in Rajnagar, Palam, it's tough to actually locate an address. But eyewitnesses clearly say that the mobs that attacked were anything but sporadic. In fact, they were highly organized. Many of them possessed lists of exactly where the Sikhs lived.
Our house next door was Hindu people who are great pals of ours.
For someone who survived the nightmare, Mrs. Singh shudders as she recollects what happened.
We saw that incident of that man being burnt. I saw the tie around his neck and firing and screaming. And these police vehicles were moving up and down. Why couldn't they stop? The apathy, the indifference. Their leader was a political leader because he carried a lot of clout. There were no urchins, surprisingly. There were no urchins. I could see the person who was leading the mob. We had seen on Doordarshan and we had seen on, he was a local big shot.
A mob started gathering, they had those iron rods and lathis and whatnot. They started breaking all the window panes and whatever. Started torching our house also. और हम अपने गली में भाग रहे हैं and they are after us. Everything was haywire. I don't know कौन कहाँ भागा. 2 row of houses के बीच में एक टॉयलेट था कॉमन सा. जो नज़र आया वहाँ पे जाके I just hid myself. I could hear the voices of my brothers. छत पे भाग रहे थे उनके पीछे and my elder brother was crying, Uncle हमने आपका क्या बिगाड़ा? हमने आपका क्या बिगाड़ा? हमको क्यों मार रहे हैं? They were torched, the 3 of them. I think टायर डाल के साथ में एक और स्ट्रीट थी. Even FIR, उसके बाद FIR तक नहीं हो रहा था. They wanted money for it.
The Kapoor Mittal Committee of 1984 had identified 72 police officers for connivance or gross negligence, recommended that 30 of them be sacked, but no action was taken. Finally, in 2005, the CBI charged Sajjan Kumar and 5 others. And as the case nears completion, a lot of families are watching the outcome. In New Delhi, Siddharth Pandey for NDTV.
So will there ever be justice in this case? To talk about this, we are now joined by Mr. H.S. Phulka, a lawyer for the victims in this case and somebody who has been very closely associated with this case from the very beginning, fighting for justice for the victims. Sir, thanks very much for speaking to NDTV. Now, today we know that the court is expected to deliver an order on one of the many aspects of this case, which is whether Sajjan Kumar's lawyers can confront a witness with, an affidavit that she had submitted earlier before a commission of inquiry. But looking at the larger issues involved in all of this, how do you see the pace at which this case, the investigations as well as the trials in the various 84 IS cases have proceeded all these years? Fact of the matter is, even 27 years down the line, none of the high-profile accused has been convicted.
You see, this is very clear, like Siddharth Pandey had said, that even the investigating agency, which was Delhi Police, they were not interested at all in investigations. I mean, they didn't, the investigating officer does not visit the area, he does not record the statement of anybody, and he gives the clean chit. I mean, this is what had happened in this case. He gave the clean chit to Sajjan Kumar and filed his report in the court. This happened after the investigations were transferred to the CBI. Now the CBI has done its investigation and brought out all these facts that the Delhi police was totally in hand in glove with Sajjan Kumar. And when this kind of a situation, when the investigating agencies itself is in totally collusion with the accused and is trying their best to shield the accused, what can you expect? Now there are only these two cases which are investigated by the CBI. But earlier all the cases were investigated by the Delhi police. The same police which is itself accused of colluding with the Maoists for killing of the Sikhs. So obviously what can you expect out of this? Now as far as now this application on which the order is coming today is concerned, you see this the argument started about 3 months back. The CBI has concluded its argument. Sajjan Kumar's lawyers took time to start their argument. On the day they want to start their final argument, they come out with this application.
Right.
Now this application is just an AUKUS application. Now this affidavit is already on the record.
And so you are saying that
CBI says you can...
Yeah, and so you are saying that these are certainly dealing tactics that are being used by the defense, and as we said, none of the high-profile accused has been convicted till date, and of course this is just one of the 3 cases that Sajjan Kumar is facing. And so you made an important point there that while on the one hand there is the alleged involvement of senior politicians in these riots that led to the killings of thousands of innocent Sikhs, on the other hand there's the alleged complicity of the state police. In fact, recently we saw even the CBI coming down heavily on the police, telling the court that there was a conspiracy of terrifying proportions and the police was happy to look the other way. But given that the CBI is now handling the case, how satisfied are you with the way things have progressed recently?
No, in this case we are very happy and satisfied with the way the CBI has conducted the investigation and also the way the case is being fought. Mr. R.S. Chima, the special public prosecutor who is appointed by the High Court, when he is handling the case very well, we are totally satisfied as far as the handling and pursuing of this case by the CBI is concerned.
Right, and so final question before we let you go. We can perhaps expect an order in this case against Sajjan Kumar a couple of months from now. How hopeful are you that you will be able to secure a conviction?
You see, there are eyewitnesses, 3 eyewitnesses has named Sajjan Kumar. I mean, the CBI has brought from its investigation the way the police has tried to shield him. So I am looking into the evidence, the kind of evidence has come. I am quite certain that Sajjan Kumar would be convicted in this case.
Right. So thanks very much for speaking to NDTV. That was Mr. H.S. Phulka, lawyer for the victims in the 1984 anti-Sikh riots cases. Moving on, after waging a lonely battle for